What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Smoke back for another one. And today, today, I got a good one for you, man. So just a little quick upfront reminder. The reason I'm on this channel, again, it's not for any kind of clout, not to amass a huge amount of followers or make any kind of money off of this stuff or anything like that. Trying to get better results when it comes to dating and relationships. And, I'm really finding some troubling things that are out there. And like I said, it's affecting me in my results when I'm trying to have quality conversations and find quality people out there. And I come at things from a very nuanced perspective. It's not neutral, but it is nuanced, where I feel like both sides of the gender war have things that they need to learn, that we need to learn. And I've got some good examples of that today. Today, we're going to talk about it from, we got something on deck from the aspect of things are very hood, can be very hood out there. There's a lot of people that really drink the Kool-Aid. There's a lot of different flavors of Kool-Aid out there, and one of them is hood. The other one, and the big one, is about money. Money in relationships, money in choosing a partner. The whole 50-50 provider male, high value male conversation. So the first thing I want to bring up is this little Instagram live that I came across yesterday, and it really just made me put my head down in shame, honestly. And I'm not a real, I do judge, but I'm not a real judgy person, right? I try, like I said, I try to understand people from the aspect that they're coming from. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. Try to steel man, what they call steel man arguments, steel man other people's positions to say, if I was a believer in this, what would be my rationale? The only one I can come up for this video I'm about to show you is they were trolling. But that's far-fetched for me. It doesn't have any sound, so I'm gonna just go ahead and play this. But I had to show you. I know they're young. I know they're kids. I was a kid too. I still remember being a kid, right? I still remember being a teenager in early 20s and stuff like that. But y'all got to stop drinking the Kool-Aid, man. I know we all like rap music. I know we all like to do that type of thing. But y'all got to stop this bullshit. I mean, this bullshit was going on ever since I was a kid, right? Like thinking that you a gangster, portraying this whole gangster thug attitude, right? Like you gotta separate. Like it's entertainment. Maybe this is entertainment too, but like holding up machine guns and like, come on, man. This is stupid, right? It's not attractive. It's not like it. Well, I don't think this is what we should be portraying, right? Because you can see that they are trying to portray what they see on rap videos and all this kind of stuff, drinking, smoking, guns, all this kind of shit, that whole lifestyle. But people start to take it more and more serious and more real, just a little bit more every time it's passed on to the next person who is just that much weak-minded that they can't separate reality and life from entertainment. And now we're to the point where we're like portraying violence and portraying guns. I mean, it's calmed down a lot since I was a kid, because when I was a kid, Biggie and Pac and all that kind of stuff. But people are still getting shot over this stuff. People are still going back to this type of behavior, right? And it's just not good. And for this young lady right here, this girl right here, being with this dude, and maybe they're both equally yoked. Maybe, like I said, this is a troll video. I don't know. But this ain't husband material. This ain't husband material, right? This is not somebody that you're gonna build build an empire with. This is not somebody you're gonna build a life with. This is baby mama in the making, right? If you ask me, that's just my opinion. So you seeing a baby mama before she has the baby. I don't know if she has a baby. I'm just gonna assume that she doesn't right now. But this is baby mama in the making. All right. But anyway, that's that video. Now we're gonna go all the way to the other side of the spectrum. Also, while I was flipping up and down Instagram, came across one of the people that I follow. I know that she's hurt, dog. She's had bad results as well. She can't find a man. She can't find a man that she believes is worth his salt. She's probably been cheated on a couple times. Probably dealt with dudes just like the ones that I've showed you right there. And this is what happens. This is when you fall down the rabbit hole, when you're dealing with dudes like this, the ones that I just showed you holding up guns and cash and smoking and all this kind of stuff. This is the other side of that. This is when you fall into that black hole and you start posting stuff like this. And she posted one of this dude's videos right here. And all I could do is just put my head down in absolute shame. Because this right here, I'm still struggling to find the words to describe what I'm seeing. And when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. The first thought in my head was Derek Jackson, whatever his name is, Derek Jackson, whatever, the dude cheated. The dude that was like telling all the females, all the women, everything that they want to hear, and then ended up cheating on his wife, right? But this dude right here, super huckster vibes, super grifter vibes, right? As soon as I saw him, because all he doing is saying exactly what certain types of women want to hear. I mean, he found the easy button and he started mashing that mug. Easy. Oh yeah, give women all the money. Men that don't want to pay you the instant that they meet you are dusty men. They're broke men. They're not worth your time if they don't want to cash app you the instant they say hello. And you think that you might think that I'm exaggerating, okay? But I'm not. All right. But as soon as I heard it, and this is the part of the problem, right? We have to have. You got to have some more critical thinking skills when you start to hear things that sound really good and sound exactly like what you want to hear them, because there's a lot of salespeople out there. And this man is absolutely a salesperson. He's absolutely a grifter. And I've been in sales my whole life and I hate sales. I hate it. But game recognized game. And I'm in high level sales with my career. So you can't just sell a salesperson. You have to be on top of your game and get really into the weeds if you're going to sell somebody who's in sales like me. So I recognize weak game. And his game, he's medium. But he's one of those, he's like a preacher, right? And he even says that he's some kind of minister, but he's also a biochemist. What? And he's not a pharmacist. He's a master's in pharmacy. And this gave the whole game away. Celebrity herbalist. Like, come on, man. So that means you selling snake oil, literally. And if you scroll down to the first one, reversing cancer. He's got the cure for cancer. All right. I mean, people, the most powerful question that you need to keep in your arsenal is why? Why is this person behaving this way? Why is this person asking what he's asking? Why is this person pushing what they're pushing? Why is this person saying the things that they're saying? What's behind this? And that's the first question I asked when I heard this bullshit that he's peddling, right? So I'm gonna show you one of the videos that the girl posted on hers, kind of amplifying what this dude was saying. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. It was something about Cash App you soon. Which one was it? Here we go. This one.
Beautiful, I want you to reply Cash App, hey beautiful, PayPal, hey beautiful, Zelle. These bum men are telling women that they lose value with time. So if that is true, I want you to be more direct. And the only people that are going to be offended are the men that come from the mountain of dust. The dusty bums are going to be highly upset. You're a gold digger. Yes, I am. Do you have a mountain of gold for me to dig? If not, move out the way so I can see the man behind you shining. Oh, you're materialistic. No, I'm not. You said that women lose value with time, so I don't have time to waste on your bum self.
I love it. I love it. So there's so many things in that little nugget that we can unpack here, right? And to be honest, there's some things I slightly agree with, but it's all in service of his hucksterism, right? So I'm going to start with the things I agree with. Women and time. Okay, women, he is right when he says that women don't have a lot of time. There is a window of time that women have to really kind of secure the best results for themselves, because, and it's the same is true for men. It's true for everybody. But women have a shorter amount of time simply because if they're going to have children, biology is such that they have until a certain age before pregnancy becomes absolutely deadly for them. And then the way that the world is now, at least the Western world, I don't want to speak for the Eastern world, but maybe it's the same. Beauty is an attribute of women that fades generally with time. They don't know if they're going to be one of the women that, time is kind to or whatever. Nobody knows that. But we know typically the range of time for women to pretty much almost guaranteed to be considered beautiful and therefore desirable when it comes to dating. You're talking between age like 18 and 30, maybe 35, maybe all the way up to 40, but 40, then your pregnancy becomes an issue. So I'm just going to say 18 to 35. And if you have not secured the long-term relationship by then, then you're in trouble. If that's what you're looking for, then you have to start adjusting life goals. If your goal is to have a family and all that stuff and live the traditional type of stuff, right? So you don't have time to waste, but you should have time to find a quality person. You have to set aside that time and have your filters such that you can filter through people that aren't for you to be able to find the person that is for you. And you also have to factor in things like work and stuff like that, education, going to college, trying to live your life outside of that, trying to secure your life outside of that. So you don't have that much time, and you don't have that much time to burn through and waste. That part I agree with. And I know that men on the manosphere side have made that point that, younger women are more desirable and all this kind of stuff. That depends on the person. And a lot of this stuff is very individual. And this is why I don't like these black and white messages. All women, all men, all people, this and that. I don't like these absolute messages because everybody's different and people have different things that they desire out of life and out of other people. But I do agree with that point somewhat, barely. And now we're going to talk about the tea that is crazy, the elephant in the room. Soon as he says, hey, Your response to hello, beautiful is Cash App. Cash App. Cash App. Now, the reason this triggered me a little bit is because this is something that I experience. Like sometimes I'll just say happy birthday to somebody who's saying, hey, my birthday is today or something like that. I'll just send them a little note, happy birthday. That's it. Not, I want anything from you. Not any kind of advance, not any kind of request of them. Just a quick happy birthday. It just happened to me, I think, yesterday or the day before. I can even show it to you, but I'm not, because I don't want to expose anybody. But all I said was literally happy birthday. Response I got, oh, thank you. I know you seen my Cash App. Like, what? That's an immediate unfollow. That's an immediate delete. Because what are you fucking talking about? This notion that we use people, and this is for either gender, men or women, we have to get out of this usury type of notion that I'm just going to extract from a person what little immediate value I can get out of them. I'm going to mine them for whatever it is that I want and then move on to the next person. We have to get out of that, and quickly. Because a person like me, I am what a lot of women say that they want. But as soon as I hear the word Cash App, as soon as I hear it, as soon as I hear PayPal, it's usually Cash App. As soon as I hear Cash App, as soon as I see that little dollar sign, out, blocked, gone, ghost, okay? And that's fine if you're that type of person and you accept that you're going to lose good people over trying to fish and mine the entire planet for somebody who's going to give you a quick $5 or $10, then that's the choice that you make. But when you're listening to this person tell you that you are somehow going to get better results, like let's think about the type of man who is going to accept these terms. He's going to come up to you, say, hello, beautiful. You're going to say Zelle, and he's going to say how much. What type of man is going to do? What type of mindset does it take to accept those terms? So that means that he's going up to anybody, any woman that he might just see out in the world and say hello and have money in the bank ready to send them just for the pleasure of getting a response for their time. Who are the type of people that you pay for time with? You pay professionals, you pay businesses, you pay doctors, you pay lawyers. Those are the type of, you pay psychiatrists for their time. But even in those situations, they have free consultations. You don't immediately just come out of your pocket, dollars waving in your hand, and say, hey, doc, I need you. Here's $500. Can I ask you a question? No, what happens even in those situations is you have a consultation to make sure that it makes sense to continue to do business, to make sure that it makes sense for both of you to come together, to make sure that services rendered are going to be services needed. Even in those situations, this man is advocating for dollars for hello. Like she hasn't even said hello yet. And he does it with so much gumption. Like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, he does it with so much gall that you know it's a grift. It's absolutely a grift because he says it with his chest. And I'm gonna get into some ad hominems with this person. I'm not gonna get into it too much because I try to be even keeled and even handed. But this man is screaming short man syndrome. Because basically what he advocates for, I've only gone through a few of his videos. I've just kind of seen the captions on a lot of it. But he screams short man syndrome. He basically he advocates hiring women. This is basically just prostitution. It's prostitution. I'm going to pay you for your body. I'm going to pay you for your femininity. I'm going to pay you to be with me. And you'll see what I mean when we go through some of these. But the grift, obviously, this is the honey. It's a honey trap. This is the honey. Tell women exactly what they want to hear. Money, 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 money. Give me money for nothing. Give me money for your time. Give me money just because you're pretty. And then this is the trap part. This is where he alleviates you from your money once the honey's brought you in to his little nest. I reversed my mother's cancer naturally and restored her youth. So this man is basically saying that he's invented the Lazarus pit. I reverse time, all that, right? Okay. Reverse can't look at this honey trap. 50-50 men are predators. Oh, I know women that would eat this message up. Oh, I hate 50-50. I don't want to pay anything. I want to be the passenger princess. He should do everything. He's not a man if he doesn't do every single thing for me while I sit around and do nothing. So he doesn't have any standards for a woman, which women would love to hear. Certain women would love to hear that message. I just have to sit and be pretty and do what I want to do while this person over here is my slave, my wage slave. He's going to give me all the money. He's going to pay all my bills. He's going to make sure I don't have any stresses. This is the whole provider man thing. When you say provider, people have, when you enter into any kind of relationship, there are things that are required to maintain that relationship from both parties. That's why it's called a relationship. There are things that are going to be required from each person. Those things that are required are going to be different for each relationship, but there are holes that need to be filled. There are holes that need to be filled in any relationship. So whether it's money, whether it's activity, whether it's time, whether it's actions, something is going to be required of you that is not for you. It's for them to maintain the relationship. That's true of either sex, either gender, either person in a poly relationship, whatever. In a professional relationship, something is going to be required of you to maintain that relationship. It's not just you receiving and getting and requiring and expecting things. And we don't do enough to talk about what is required of the other side and of ourselves at the same time. People talk about, I want, I expect, my standards, my this, me that, me, like you preparing for an opera, me. Like, we got to get over that selfishness, okay? But this man, he's punching that easy button. Easy.
We have to understand that 50-50 men are predators. They prey on women for financial assistance. Yeah. This man ain't coming to your life to help you. This man ain't coming to your life to elevate you. This man brought you in his life to make things more easier. That's when you say, baby, I'm tired. Baby, I'm drained. Baby, I need a vacation. The first response he gives you is, me too. I'm working too. I'm helping out too. I'm helping with the children too. Listen, ladies, you have to know the difference between a man and a void trapped in a man's body. A man that's unable to provide fully is a void. A man that's unable to provide fully is a predator. He's not getting with you for love. He's getting with you for financial assistance. And majority of these 50-50 men would be homeless without women. How can a woman raise children by herself and pay all the bills, but get with a man that just has himself and he's still asking for financial help? Something isn't right.
Financial
Men, please
help.
make it make sense.
It's the men that need the financial help, not the women. The women are fine. The women that are saying, pay all my bills, help a sister out, do everything for me, be my daddy, be my parent. They're not the ones that are destitute without the other person. Okay. One thing I will agree with, and I try, like I said, I really try hard to find silver linings and look at the other side. When it comes to raising children, and you have two people working, two people contributing to a household, and there's children to be raised. And this is not always the case, this is why you have to have discernment. But if it's the woman doing most of the child raising, spending most of the time with the child, doing the things for the child, cleaning up after the child, educating the child, spending the time, putting in the energy with the child, then there has to be an other side to that maintains that ability to continue to do those things. She has to be maintained, because that's work, right? That's work. That is energy. That's something that the other person's not having to do. And somebody's got to do it. It's got to be done. So if she's putting in the time and the energy to do that, then yes, the other partner needs to make up for that, needs to support that. But we're not assuming that it's always the woman who does everything with the kid, that's doing all the cooking, all of the cleaning, all of the food provisions and everything like that, all of the time. We're not going to sit here and assume that it's always her. Like, I certainly wasn't raised in that household. My dad did pretty much everything when I was growing up, and because my mom was in medical school, right? So to sit here and pretend like every person out there's household is going to be, oh, the woman takes care of the child, but we're expecting, men just to work a 9 to 5 and come home and chill, while she also works a 9 to 5 and comes home and deals with the child 100%. That's stupid. Like, what lives are we living? Like what? What is important is that both people are pouring into the cup evenly. That's not 50-50, and it comes to bills. It's I have this much to give. I have a bucket here that is yay big of energy and time and effort and patience and love and affection and all of these things. I have a bucket that's yay big, okay? And you have a bucket that's yay big of time, of energy, of value, of whatever that you have, that you contain, that you come with every day. We're both going to take this bucket, each of our buckets, and we're going to tip the bucket over and pour it into our relationship bucket, into our family bucket. Okay? And what comes out needs to be even. Does it mean 50-50 bills? It might. It depends. How much do you make? What are your career aspirations looking like? Are you currently in school? Do you need to do certifications for your career? Do I need to do certifications for my career? Whose careers makes the most sense to put more time into? Maybe you're a nurse and I'm a neurosurgeon. and we both have kids, or we both want kids, maybe it makes sense for me to keep being a neurosurgeon and you to stop being a nurse. Maybe it makes sense for us both to do our jobs and then we hire a nanny. If I'm a neurosurgeon and I make $1 million a year and you're a nurse and you make $100,000 a year, maybe it makes sense for you to stay home. Or maybe I'm a neurosurgeon and you're a neurosurgeon. Maybe it makes sense for us to both be neurosurgeons. It depends on the lifestyle that we want to live. It all depends. It all depends on the individuals and what they want out of life. 50-50 men are predators. They only want to suck from you. But okay, because the person has a penis, they want to be the leeches. But if a person has a vagina and they want the exact same thing, they are righteous. Come on, man. I know all kinds of different successful relationships where the woman is the breadwinner because she got promoted and her job aspirations just led, a different path. And the person, like, we got to have real conversations about careers, because all of this gender war stuff is going on in the backdrop of an economy, especially for black people, especially for black men, where you don't have the possibility to make a lot of money, to make enough money to take care of a family on your own. I mean, you look anywhere in the country, 6 figures is barely making it. 6 figures is enough for yourself to live a good life. And I'm talking about the low 6 figures, 100,000, maybe 150,000. I mean, you're just getting a little taste. And this is if you're a single person living a single life. You're just barely getting a taste of being able to chill, of being able to do something for yourself, of being able to take vacations, of being able to have some of the things that you want out of life that you've been working for. And it takes a long time to build up. For the average person, it takes a long time. I mean, you're well into your 40s before you're able to make decent 6-figure salaries. For the average person, 6 figures, you're talking about the top 10% of America. The top 10% of America. You're fighting other people for this much money, right? You're climbing a ladder and you're pushing other people down to get ahead, to get these 6-figure jobs. 6 figures isn't just thrown around. It takes a lot of dedication to get at least to that point. And then we're just throwing around terms like brokey and broke like it's nothing when you're talking about 90% of America, not just black people, because black people are worse, in worse shape. Okay? But just the top 10% are making 6 figures. Okay? I'm in there, I know. So a few years ago, somebody would have looked at me and thrown me away like trash because I don't make 6 figures yet. Because I'm not paying Cash App just to say hello, because I can't. But now that I'm here, now you want to look back over your shoulder. Whoa, hold on. Hey there. Nah, I'm good. Right? This is what you're missing. This is what keeps you single. This is what keeps people single. Because we don't ask questions. We just have these black and white, all or nothing attitudes towards things. And we perpetuate things like this, trash like this. And we don't have good conversations when it comes to this stuff. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. A dusty devil. All women should be gold diggers. Oh, yeah, he's spreading that honey thick, boy.
These men want sex when they want it, hot meals, clean house. They want you to produce the child, nurture the child, be a counselor to them when they going through hard times and they have nothing to give you or to bring towards you. Then let these men go. Dig for gold. And the only men that's going to complain about this are men that have mountains of dust. They're bums. They don't want you so you can elevate. They don't want to see you on a throne. They want to see you stuck in the mud, looking dusty and dry and going through emotional, mental, and spiritual traumas.
So because you don't have money, they want to see you struggle. So this is me, say 10 years ago. You know, when I was making 50,000 or something, because I'm making 50,000, because I'm not there yet, I want to see a woman struggle. I want to see a woman hurt. I am just a mountain of dust. This is what I want because I have not made it yet. So if I happen to meet somebody, it's not because I'm a good person. It's not because I want to have a good relationship, a reciprocal relationship with somebody. If I met somebody, I automatically just want them to be a struggle merchant, right? Like, y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see the grift in this. Like, what? Like, if I was in college, I see a girl, ain't no college student making no money. Right. But they will. They're in college in order to start that process. So because I'm in college and I see another girl and we see each other and I say hello, I automatically want her to be destitute. What are you talking about, man? All women should be gold diggers. What is the gold? And this is what goes through my mind when I'm talking to a woman and I don't know her yet. And she's starting to give me these types of vibes. Like, what is the gold to you? Didn't this just happen with Shaq? Where, isn't that, I didn't look into that stuff, but wasn't it his woman that said she ain't really love him the whole time they was married? Like, it's just all like, it's just about the money. It's just about what he can do for you. Like, who wants to be in a relationship? Like, what kind of man wants to be in a relationship like that? If you're going to do that, you might as well get into prostitution. Let's skip all. That's what prostitution is for. Like, let's skip all the middleman. Let's skip all the BS. Let's skip all the feelings and just get down to the transaction. Right? There's people and there's services out there for that. But this is advocating for prostitution. This is turning women into prostitutes. And that's fine for those who understand the consequences of that. But everything has consequences. There is no free lunch. For one, if you're a woman out there that's drinking up these messages and men should provide everything and you should just sit there and be your passenger princess and do whatever you want while he's out there struggling, doing everything for you not to have to lift a finger, what kind of man is that going to be? If that doesn't scream beta, if that doesn't scream simp, and some people like simps, and that's fine. Some men are simps, some men are beta. And that's okay. But don't think that you're getting some alpha when he's doing beta activities. Betas can be rich. Betas have money. Look at this dude. Like, to me, he's topping from the bottom. If you ask me, he's topping from the bottom because he's loud. He's assertive. All of this energy coming out there, but look at the words, look at the message. The message is men should be slaves to the dollar. Men, you're nothing if you don't have, I guess, hundreds of thousands of dollars to just give to random women. Like there's nothing in here that is reciprocal at all. And as a selfish person, you would love that. Just gimme, gimme, gimme. All for me, all about me. And how long do you think that's going to last? And then what if this man sees another woman who he can get better value out of? Like you, I guess, are cooking and cleaning and doing the whole trad wife thing. What happens when he sees that next piece of tail walking by and he throws $100 bills at them? You know what I'm saying? Like there's no staying power. There's no quality. There's no quality in this at all. We got to be smarter about this, man. Like you have to evaluate people's quality as a person. This is what I'll be talking about, like even with the religious stuff. Like it's the same kind of thing where you get yourself into trouble, where you put yourself into this corner where if he just does this, if he just gives me this, if he just does that, then he's a good person. If he just makes a lot of money and throws money at me, that's all I care about. Well, I hope you're actually right. Like, I hope that really is all that you care about, because that's all you're going to get. And who knows for how long you're going to get it. You know, a lot of these people, if you look at the results, they end up divorced. They end up alone. They end up single parents. Like, what successful relationships do you know of? Like, you can see a lot of it in celebrity culture right now. Celebrity is a different thing because the whole celebrity stuff, it drives people nuts. It really drives people mentally crazy, all the stuff that comes with being a celebrity. But there's a lot of money involved, right? How many successful relationships are there when there's a lot of money involved? Money does not guarantee any kind of success when it comes to longevity of a relationship. Like, the way we should be looking at money when it comes to relationships, money is like oil in a car engine. Like, there's so many other components that makes the car go, that makes it a car in the first place. It's not just oil. But what money does is it lubricates the relationship to make things easier, to make it easier to get to know a person. It makes it easier to spend time. It makes it easier to have good experiences and come together on things and to be affectionate and not to be worried about your stomach rumbling while you're trying to get to know this person or be around this person. Or it's hot outside, we can't afford air conditioning. Or, I'm bored, I want to do something or go out or have some kind of experience. Okay, let's do it, instead of no, we can't. It makes those situations easier. It gets obstacles out of the way so that we can just focus on each other. Like, that's the purpose of money in a relationship. It removes obstacles. It makes things easier. But it is not the relationship. Broke people can have a great relationship. Homeless people can have a great relationship. Money is important. As a matter of fact, it's very difficult to have a relationship with no money involved, period, right? But it can happen. You can have an engine run on no oil. It's going to be smoking. It's going to be moving all around. It's going to be running real hot. But it can run. So we have to put money in its place. Money is the lubrication of life. That's what it is. It is not the end all be all. It's not even the beginning. It's not the alpha or omega. It is just a tool. It is an important tool. Don't get me wrong. Very important tool. But it is not the focus. You can have a great person without money. Hold on. Sorry. You can have a great person without money, and you can have a horrible person with money. You can have an alpha man with money. You can have a beta man with money, and you can have an alpha man without money. And you have a beta man without money. None of these things correlate. All right. Only dusty bums ask women what they bring to the table. Of course, yeah, we're a slave.
Nothing. A woman shouldn't bring nothing to a man. You have to understand that the woman is a mirror and a multiplier. She will mirror you. She will reflect you, and she will multiply whatever you put upon her. So if you put wealth upon a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give love to a good woman, watch how she multiplies it. If you give a home to a good woman, a house to a good woman, food to a good woman, watch how she nurtures you with this. The problem is these men are toxic. So when they looking at the woman, their reflection, when they're unable to put things on the table, they say, oh, this woman ain't good. Oh, this woman ain't submissive. Oh, this woman don't listen. No, brother, she is mirroring you. And
So what happens to all the men that do bring those things to the table? Wealth, homes, prosperity, assets. What happens to those men that bring all that to the table to a woman? And then it always ends up in divorce. I point you to almost every celebrity out there. It's always the men's fault. I mean, he's not serious, so I have to stop taking him serious. This is just honeypotting. He's just shooting honey out there, trying to catch them into the trap. So I get that part. I understand that part. But for people who take this messaging seriously, like, you have to think about what type of man is going to accept this type of messaging. Okay? You're not going to get anybody of quality like this. All right? Anyway, let's look at some more. I'm trying to provide, leave him. What?
don't deserve no woman. You're trying to pay the mortgage. You're trying to pay the light bill. You're trying to put food on the table. You're trying to keep a woman happy. When you're really in your full potential, you don't have no business trying. You make things happen. Real men provide. Real men lead. Real men's paying mortgage, light bills. Real men's paying insurance. Real men take care of their woman from the bottom of their...
He sounds like these women out here talking about trying to define what a real man is for men. Like, this is like toxic masculinity using feminism as a weapon. Like, that real men do this. Real men, you sound red pill as I don't know what. You sound like that. You sound like, when I'm looking at these fresh and fit red pill spaces, you sound exactly like them, but like the mirror image, like the dark universe version of toxic masculinity. Is this toxic femininity? Toxic feminism, maybe? When a man believes, another trope. He's hitting all the tropes, man. The table, the prize, drizzle. Drizzle's making fun of sprinkle, but I don't know. Let me see.
The only thing that can make a man masculine is his responsibilities towards his woman. If a man truly understood his responsibilities to protect, to provide, to lead, to guide, to love, to uplift, to provide for this divine feminine energy, which is the woman, he'll become divinely masculine. But you have the toxic masculine men that believe they're the highest authority, and they disregard, disrespect the feminine energy. They don't build, they destroy. A righteous man, a righteous divine masculine man is elevated each and every way, and he has the utmost respect for the divine feminine. That's why he protects her. That's why he provides for her. That's why he leads her. That's why he listens to her. That's why he nurtures her with his strength and the wisdom of his mind. That's how you're a millionaire. Give it all to a woman.
Bitch. Toxic masculinity. You looking at toxic. I don't even know what this is. Toxic griftability. Bro. The prize. When a man believes he's a prize. Who's the prize in a relationship, y'all? Is it the man or is it the woman? It ain't nobody. We're both the prize. We're both each other's prize. My woman is my prize. I'm her prize. Okay? That's it. It's perspective, right? There is no the man is the prize. There is no the woman is a prize. Here's another thing that I want to touch on when I'm thinking about it. I deserve, baby, I deserve. Nobody deserves shit. Don't nobody deserve a damn thing. All right? Women don't deserve to be treated. Men don't deserve to be treated. Nobody deserves shit. You know who deserves something? When you earn something. People that earn something deserve the thing that they earned. You deserve rights that are guaranteed in the United States Constitution if you're a United States citizen. That's it. You don't deserve anything from anybody else because you haven't earned anything from anybody else. When you earn it, you deserve it. You want a man's money? Earn that shit. You want time with the woman? Earn that shit. You want a woman to be submissive to you? Earn that shit. You want a man to be masculine and protect you and whatever this motherfucker talking about? Earn that shit. You don't sit there and say, I deserve this, I deserve that. Go out and earn it. Like, sick of this shit, man. Shit is so fucking stupid. 50-50 man shouldn't be having sex. What? Okay, you know what? I will speak on this too. Because we have a lot of, I'll call it out of wedlock babies. Even though marriage is not necessary, in my opinion, to form a family for reasons maybe I'll get into later. But if you're not in a position, man or woman, if you're not in a position to have a relationship and to keep up with the responsibilities and necessities of having said relationship, then you shouldn't be having relations for the most part, right? Unless you're with a partner who understands the situation and is a willing participant in that situation. If both people come together, they're both broke, both understand the consequences that could come about of this. And I'm talking about having babies. I'm talking about situationships. I'm talking about, you know, you're having sex with the person off and on who don't really take you seriously, who you don't take seriously, who you're not intending to have a relationship with. That is actively postponing a good relationship with a good person down the line. Not too far down the line, but I'm saying if you're like literally having sex with a person and you also want you want a different relationship for yourself, you're postponing that relationship by continuing to deal with this person. If you're okay with that, then fine. But don't want a good person, a good quality relationship while you're having sex with a person who you're not having a good quality relationship with, because it's if that quality person comes along and they understand that you're also having sex with this other person on the side, they're not going to want you. They're not going to want that. They're going to find that disgusting, right? So you need to understand that as well. But if all parties understand these things, then do whatever you want. Oh boy, where are we at? All right, we almost an hour in at this point. I've said a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off right here, but we need to start having better conversations. You need to realize, you need to recognize hucksters when you see them. And this man got short man energy. Like you can see, like there's a reason why his wife right here, whatever she is sitting down. Look, short man energy. I'm telling you, I can spot it. I can spot it. Short man energy. Where them two? I saw one where they were standing side by side. You can, and all these pictures are manicured, right? All these pictures are manicured. This picture right here, there's a reason why she on his shoulders. He got short man energy. She taller than him. Women hate short men. It's not something I necessarily agree with, but it is what it is. I don't understand the absolute. This is why I have such a problem with women always banging on short men or height, because look at the monsters that you create. Look at the monsters that you create. This guy is grifting you. Yeah, short man energy for sure. This is Napoleon syndrome. Look at the monsters that you create when you put out this whole tall short complex, man. And I know he's saying everything that you want to hear. I pay my wife $250,000 a year to be a stay-at-home mom, so she's your employee. I mean, you top it from the bottom, baby. Oh my God, I pay her to be a stay-at-home mom. I mean, y'all just eating this up. Y'all just eating this up. Is there some merit? Yes, but okay. Nah, I don't have enough time to get into it. Short man energy, short man syndrome, bro. Look, all right. So short man can get it too, apparently. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I'm out.